Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gents. This is DafubFilm&TV, and just a day or two ago, I got a surprise. The surprise is that for the first time in a very long time, we have some new Babylon 5 content. In fact, it is a movie, which has surprised me even more that it's a movie, a Babylon 5 movie. But it should be noted, of the animated variety. The movie apparently has been completely made. It's all the pre-production, production, post-production, voice recordings and so on have all been done. Apparently many of the original cast members are directly involved. And I thought I would look at the trailer and give you my thoughts on it. So without further ado, let's take a look and we shall see what I think.
I was there.
I was there.
At the dawn of the Third Age.
This is an Interstellar News Network special report. 2 years after winning the Shadow War, Captain John Sheridan, president of the Interstellar Alliance, is leaving Babylon 5 for what many expect to be the last time.
I don't need an interstellar alliance. You're my universe, Dylan. I love you. A friend of mine once said, the future is all around us, waiting in moments of transition, to be born in moments of revelation. This is just such a moment. Fire this baby up. Oh, something's wrong. What kind of energy does this facility use?
Tachyons.
Oh, crap. Where the hell am I?
Yes, I'm stuck in time. Moving between timelines, universes, realities.
The longer you stay out of your own timeline, the more you'll start sliding into parallel worlds.
So how do I fix it?
You have to get back to Babylon 5.
Losing the Shadow War wasn't your fault.
Wait, we lost the war?
On the positive side, at least we have a good view of the show, eh, Sheridan?
This is Babylon 5. We are under attack.
Do you know what a last stand is? You just joined one.
Activate destruct sequence.
Destruct sequence? Are you feeling all right? This isn't just one of those I'm having a bad day things.
I am totally in a mood to blow some stuff up.
Everything ends. I'm not afraid. Bring it. John?
Stay back!
It's happening again. I'm coming unstuck in time.
Zathras won, but no one listens to Zathras.
You look like someone in need of a friend. Friend.
Well, it appears that even Babylon 5 is getting in on this whole multiverse, as in multiple universe business, which both Marvel and DC have gotten into. DC with the current Flash movie, which I haven't seen and probably won't go to see in theaters, and with the what's been going on in the Marvel space now. It's been the first season of Loki was a kind of a multiverse show, and you've had other stuff in and around that since in Marvel. And now, obviously, Warner Bros. Is getting into it again with Babylon 5. Hollywood does like to copy what at least it perceives as a success over and over and over again. It really does, until it stops working. It does kind of, I'm a bit sick of the whole multiverse thing, or a bit, it doesn't really hold much interest / excitement for me, so that doesn't really kind of help with this on one side. On the other side of the equation, it's a kind of this it's an animated movie, but it seems to be one of those hybrids where you've got basically 3D graphics but like with 2D art style on top. And that can be good. Like if you've seen anyone here, if you're watching this, has seen the first season of that show based on, is it League of Legends, whose name now completely escapes me, but that's an excellent example of that technology being used. And I actually really like that show across the board. The animation, the storytelling, the direction, it's all voice acting, it's all really good. So it's possible that, again, you know, the story, this was written by James Michael Straczynski, and the man's very, very talented. So I am going to watch this. This is the first new Babylon 5 content, certainly that I'm aware of, in quite some time, so I will watch this. But the way the art design style doesn't particularly impress or intrigue me, and nor does the story premise. But, you know, Babylon 5 is, I think, should be, in my opinion, one of the triumvirate of kind of science fiction IPs to come out of the second half of the 20th century, the other two being Star Trek and Star Wars. And I consider Babylon 5 to be one of the best written science fiction shows ever made, and a genuine, along with, say, for instance, in the more kind of conventional drama space, The Sopranos, a kind of a progenitor to modern serialized storytelling that's particularly taken over in premium cable shows and in streaming shows as well. Babylon 5 is a kind of an early, very good example of kind of story threads starting in the very first episode that aren't resolved to the very final episode of the last season. So it's I thought it was a great show. I mean, I've watched a few episodes recently, and it has aged a bit. I mean, the restrictions creatively of broadcast television and so on, and storytelling in the 1990s have aged it a bit, but it's still one of the best written shows, in my opinion, from that era, and a genuinely great, fantastic piece of science fiction television. And the fact that we haven't got much since, I think its sequel series Crusade only lasted one season, maybe two. I think they made a few problematic creative decisions, like not having special effects shooty noises during the space battle sequences and things like that hurt it quite a bit. But yeah, I'm not enthused by, not necessarily the type of animation, that isn't of itself the problem, but the art style doesn't look particularly good to me. Maybe even comes across to me as a little bit maybe cheap, and I'm not terribly enthusiastic about a story that I'm sure the script and the story was written probably 1, 2, maybe 3 years ago, you know, depending on how long it takes these things to get, you know, to go from being written to being released. And the whole multiverse thing has really kind of become overexposed, shall we say, both in the movies, because the recent Ant-Man movie was a multiverse movie, and on the streaming shows on Marvel, and obviously the Flash movie is a multiverse movie as well. So it's a bit all over the place as it is. If this was coming out a year earlier, I think I'd be much more interested in it. But again, it's Star Wars. It's written by James Michael Straczynski, who created, not Star Wars, what am I saying? Star Wars. It's Babylon 5, and it's written by James Michael Straczynski, who created Babylon 5. So I am very much interested in this, and I will watch it and when I first chance I get, and I will give you at that time a review / opinion on it. Anyway, this is DafubFilm&TV signing off. Let me know what you think about the trailer in the comments. Like the video, and if you for some strange reason haven't already subscribed to this at this time of recording new channel, please do so. This is DafubFilm&TV signing off. Toodaloo.